everyone, it's Lisa from My Dreaming Soap. Welcome to my channel. Now this soap is another soap challenge soap and I'm probably releasing it on a slightly different day, so sorry if you were expecting a video on the Friday. The reason for that is because 3 times a year the Soap Challenge Club does a completely blind challenge, and that means that anyone who's taken part in the challenge is not allowed to put anything at all on social media about their soap. You know, about whether they're doing it, any tests, any practice batches, anything that went wrong, nothing at all. And in that way it makes, when the soaps are put into the competition, it makes it so that nobody has a clue at all whose soaps is whose. And so therefore when the voting happens, you're voting completely blind. You've got no clue who made which soap. So therefore that's why this video is potentially on a slightly weird day. Okay, so for the challenge this month we had to do a dustpan pour. Now it is literally what the name implies. It's taking a dustpan and filling it with soap and using that dustpan to make a design on top of the soap. Now, this is a technique that's done with acrylic pouring, and so also you can go and have a look at some acrylic pouring. We're never really going to get the same sort of precision that they get with acrylic pouring because soap is a very different medium and it doesn't flow in the way that the acrylic paints and everything do. But we were challenged with having a go and seeing what we could come up with. So this is my attempt at my dustpan pour for the Soap Challenge Club. For this challenge we have to use a slab mould. So I've got my lovely slab mould here from Custom Craft Tools. I'm making some changes, as it were. So the first thing I'm doing is I've added some of that, I think they call it Corex plastic, to the bottom of my slab mould just to raise the base up a little bit. I do have my liner that comes with the slab mould on the top there, just so I don't get too much lost down the sides. And what that's going to allow me to do is make my soap right to the top of this slab rather than having a gap. And the reason I don't want a gap is because I don't want to have to be dumping my soap onto the canvas from a height. I want to get my dustpan as close as I possibly can. So by bringing my base up to the top of my mould, that should do that. For my canvas, I want to have sort of an ombre design, not strictly ombre. I'm going to have these little dividers helping me out. Now these are the dividers from the mould, but what I've done, can you see I've just taped over the little holes there, and I'm going to use that to help me get a sort of ombre pattern. Because with a slab mould you can't really get an ombre. So I've just popped those in and that's what I've done to alter my mould. Let's put that to the side a moment and then we'll mix up our soap. Let's get these oils and lye mixed up. So I'm doing the whole batch for my whole canvas all in one go. I've got my 4 even colours here. So this first one I'm going to add some shimmer blue. Hey, hey, thank you for my tea. Next one is Purple Heart. Thirdly, Sunshine Yellow. this one some terracotta red. Now all of these colours are from Mica Mama, apart from the Purple Heart, which is from Pure Rock Colours. And I've also got my titanium dioxide that I've mixed up with a little bit pulled off, and I pop that, as you saw, into a squeeze bottle. Now the fragrance I'm using today is Sweet Orange Chili Pepper, and that's from Nature's Garden. So let's just get this divided up. So now I want to get them poured in so I can sort of get a bit of an, not necessarily an ombre going through, but I want the colours, I am going to make the colours sort of merge into each other a little bit. So the way I'm going to do that is pour 2 jugs together.
Give me love, give me all your love. Oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way. Don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand? Look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need. And I'll be alright. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me.
And now I'm going to take these dividers out.
All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. Each other now. Promise you won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you...
Okay, so now what I want to do is start dragging the colours into each other. I'm going to do it using some white as well, just to, so I can sort of get my, hopefully my ombre going through.
I'll do anything. As long as I can be here with you, everything's alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now.
Okay, I think I like that. That's pretty well what I was going for. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I just need to let that set up before I can put my top on. My canvas is pretty set up now, so let's get on with the dustbin part, or dustpan, sorry, part of the pour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off, I've made some black, some white, and then some of the 4 colours that I've got on the canvas that I did. And I'm just going to start making sort of a little pour into my dustpan.
We've been acting out for days, nothing to deny. Blown up because it goes through the halls. You keep sleeping on the couch just to prove the point. I'm too proud to tell you when I'm we're fighting for days, stuck in a phase. I think we're losing the reason. One word is all it takes, babe. Bursting out in cold flames, breathing, we are catching fire. Thought that we were wiser, go and light the match, babe. Miss out on the good days, breathing, we are catching fire.
Okay, let's try and pour this.
Don't you wanna hold me anymore? Arguments spinning in circles, we're fighting for days, stuck in a phase. I think we're losing the reason. One word is all it takes, babe. Bursting out in cold flames, breathing, we are catching fire. Thought that we were wiser, go and light the match, babe. Miss out on the good days, breathing, we are catching fire. Fire, 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 fire.
That's cool. One bit, and then I'm going to do exactly the same, or, well, same idea on the other side. So, just bear with me, I'm going to set the camera off and I'm going to mix all those colours up again, and then we'll come back and pour the second side. Okay, I filled my pan up again, so let's have another go.
Miss out on the good days. We're catching fire. One word is all it takes, babe. Bursting out in cold flames, breathing, we are catching fire. Thought that we were wiser, go and light the match, babe. Miss out on the good days, breathing, we are catching fire. Fire, 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 fire.
Okay, looks kind of weird, doesn't it? But anyway, we're going to leave that set up, and then we'll see. That's basically what it's going to look like, but it'll be interesting to see how much soda ash and all that sort of stuff we get on it. Okay, so looking at the soaps overall, I like them more now they're cut up and sort of like a disjointed pattern. I think some of them are quite cool. I don't like them enough to say that it's something that I would do on a regular basis, and it may be just that I didn't really embrace it that well, because I'm not a fan of techniques that are just on the top of a bar of soap. I like a design, I like a technique to go all the way through a soap, because I always feel it's a shame that if someone has a bar of soap because of the design, then that design disappears before the bar is actually used up. So that's maybe why this wasn't necessarily a great technique for me. It reminds me very much of a column pour. And you could have got a similar sort of effect probably with a column pour, the way that I did it. Anyway, obviously the column pour would have gone all the way through the soap, and you'd have got some quite cool swirls through the soap as you did it as well. Okay, but overall I think they're fine. I think they're okay. I think they're quite groovy. It's quite nice. They're all quite different, and each one has its own sort of individual things that I do like about it. So overall, I'm going to say, okay, jury's out on this one. And as normal, I'll just leave you with a final photo of the soap. Now, I did actually have another go at this technique because I felt with this one, I hadn't really put my heart into it. So I will be putting up another video of my second try at this technique, and we can see whether I like it any better. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you like this technique, maybe you don't like the technique. I don't know, I guess we'll all be different. Anyway, thanks so much for watching and happy soaping.